Here's a great reason to get a truck, by the way. Look at all the stuff that we put in the back. Ton of stuff.
All right, guys, I hope everybody's doing fantastic. Check it out. Just recently, I posted a video, 5 reasons why to buy a truck. And it was an easy video, you know, because I love trucks. So when I started talking about it, it was like, all right, you could buy a truck for this. You could buy a truck for that. You could buy a truck for that, right? And I started thinking to myself, well, I was being a fanboy. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified. I post motor vlogs, and every now and then I've been talking about trucks because I love my truck, right? So, but again, you know, it was just a very easy video to do. And as I was driving here to Hobby Lobby, my wife wants to buy some stuff because I'm redoing stuff in the dining room, and it's coming out pretty good, by the way. I decided to do a video on reasons why not to get a truck. And the reason why is because I always like to, you know, nothing is perfect. And sometimes you want to talk about the good things. You also want to talk about the bad things and things like that. So I figure, you know what? Maybe I just give you some reasons why not to get a truck. Because there's obviously some bad things, right? And as I'm driving here, I asked my wife, I was like, hey, baby, can you tell me a couple reasons why not to get a truck? And she's like, yeah, trucks are awesome, man. And I was like, I know, but, you know, let's think about this. And pretty much the only one that she came out to was that they are horrible in gas. And obviously, I could agree to that. They are horrible in gas. And one of the things that I do to kind of like go around that is the simple fact that I use my motorcycle a lot to go to work. So there's days that the truck is parked in front of my house. No one's using it. I like that because it's kind of keeping my miles low. And at the same time, I'm saving money, right? So something that you may want to think about that, you know, or at least if you have a motorcycle, it gives you that ability, right? And I've done that in the past as well. Back when I had my 2007 Chevy Silverado, I had a motorcycle as well. So again, you know what? Horrible, just horrible in gas. Everybody knows that, and specifically if you get a V8, right? This is a 5.3 liter engine, I believe, and it's just horrible. Right now, it's averaging about 14 miles. Actually, let me look. Actually, you know what? Now, 17.3 miles average. The best has been 25.3, but obviously 17 is probably because I did a lot of, yes, I was driving because I think it does the last 50 miles. Yeah, the last 50 miles. And yesterday I went to see my friend Randy, and I went on the highway, right? Like a back road, country road, and it was just pretty much straight up shot. So probably increased my average. But I've been doing like 14, you know, 17. If I go in the state, a little bit better. But again, horrible, just horrible. And you guys know that the prices now are insane, right? We know why. But again, since the prices are being insane, it has been pretty difficult. You know, I put $80 in this truck. So it's expensive, guys. And that's kind of like the only thing that me and my wife were kind of like, wow, you know, that's kind of the only thing that we hate. But nevertheless, I kind of wanted to do a video. So I kind of thought about a couple other reasons. Again, the biggest one is the gas for me. But I guess, I don't know, I guess for the purpose of this video, couple other reasons. Another one, if you have a truck, trucks could be like your best friend. If people need you to move stuff, I'm going to tell you, people are going to call you. You guys know gas is horrible already. So you kind of got to keep that in your mind that when you have a truck, again, you know, it's kind of nice to help some of the friends, help some of your family members and things like that. But it could get a little bit frustrated if everyone is calling you and be like, hey, man, can you pick this up? Can you pick that up? Can you help me move and things like that? Obviously, you know what? It's okay. I tried to help everyone, but again, it could get kind of overwhelming with some people in some cases. All right, so that's going to be number 2. Number 3 is that trucks are big. They could be kind of difficult to maneuver. So keep that in mind. If you're looking for something that you could easily maneuver, that you could easily move around, that you could easily do things, trucks are not like that. These trucks are big, or, you know, could be pretty difficult to go inside a parking lot. Pretty difficult to go to a fast food area. We just went through one. They have some cones, and you have to be able to maneuver your truck. Now, not a big deal, to tell you the truth. Not really a big deal. Something that when you start driving, when you get used to it, you drive the truck with no issues. Me and my wife drive this truck with no issues. But the first time you start driving trucks like this, again, they could be kind of difficult to maneuver. And it's not like your regular little car that you hit the accelerator and it's moving. Actually, this one with the 5.3 V8, it moved pretty fast. But again, it's not the same driving style. It's not like a little fast car, Fast and the Furious, that is moving around. You know, trucks are a little bit more bulky, a little bit bigger, obviously a little bit difficult to maneuver. But again, it's something that you get used to it with no issues at all. Now, the last thing I'm going to say, guys, is that trucks are expensive. So if you're looking to get in the truck, just keep in mind that things are expensive, right? Sometimes you find a good deal with tires and things like that. But again, you know, your rims are bigger, maybe tires are more expensive. Look into your insurance, because some of the things like 4x4, if you have a truck like that, you may be paying more in insurance. So look into your insurance as well. But again, you know, overall, just generally speaking, trucks are expensive. You know, I talked about getting this truck 2014. I think it had 79,000 miles. And again, 2014, just like this, an LT with 79,000 miles, and they wanted $30,000. Now, that's a lot of money. Just think about it. You could buy a sedan, 4-door, good family car for in the 20s, right? So again, brand new car in the 20s, better payment if you're making payment on it, 0 miles. You're looking at a 79,000 mile truck that is 7 years old, almost, or about to, and they want $30,000. Again, trucks are just crazy expensive, so keep that in mind. So there you have it, guys. Gas, horrible. Expensive, keep that in mind. They are super expensive, and obviously maintaining the truck with gas and all that is super expensive. You may become everybody's friend because you got to move people around it, and overall they could be a little bit, you know, hard to maneuver. But nevertheless, you know what? They're awesome. I love them. And just for fun, let's take a look at my truck, because like I say, I love them.
Gotta love it. Just love this beast, man. Anyways, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell down below. Appreciate you guys watching. And as always, God is in control.
Now, time to meet up with the wife.